Okay, everybody. Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. It has been several weeks since we have played the Weatherman game, which is what we are playing today. The last thing that happened is Weatherman finished a long journey, and he is about to head up to the castle of the djinn that has been harrying him, trying to stop him, trying to destroy him for a long time. So I think it would be worth going through everything that has happened up to this point and doing a quick overview of everything. So Weatherman started off. The intention was that it was going to be about a weather mage who was also a ranching mage, and he was going to use his weather to just make people's lives a little bit tougher sometimes, but also use it to fight crimes. So he would cause their life to be difficult, but then fight crime on the side to kind of balance it out as a human being. And he was also going to climb the corporate ladder, trying to get to as high as he could as a weatherman. He wanted to basically be kind of like Anchorman, like get to the top of the media heap. So he was going to use his powers to mess people around, gain power as a ranching mage, because ranching mages get power by screwing people around. And then from there, he was going to move on and climb up the corporate ladder, as it were. The end result, though, was along the way, while earning money, he went to Faerun, and he got himself into a really difficult situation, and he had to release a djinn that was inside of an artifact that his family had owned for a couple hundred years. So when that happened, and when he released the djinn decided to take revenge for the djinn's long years of suffering out on Weatherman. And Weatherman has spent several games just constantly being attacked by ranching elementals, by people that the djinn had hired. This genie, this great being of power, which is literally from the elemental plane of getting screwed around, just ruined Weatherman's life in every conceivable way. Took his job from him, took his reason from being from him, and he spent many, many games on the edge of death. He decided to try to take the problem into his own hands and went after a ring that would give him control over djinn. The ring was guarded by another genie, a sand genie, and he convinced that sand genie to go with him. The sand genie has both helped and harried him along the way. The sand genie is not completely down with everything that Weatherman is doing. He traveled to the ranching plane and is now on the verge of making it to the djinn. As y'all travel up the road to the final battle, knowing that the djinn knows that you're coming, though not exactly when, and that this djinn has dedicated his life to destroying you, as you approach, walking along this long, rocky road in the elemental plane of ranching, where everything essentially wants you destroyed. What would you like to do, Weatherman, as you travel?
So, I guess how I can see his temple or his
castle.
His castle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Am I going to be do I know if I'm going to be battling him, or am I about to do a dungeon crawl and then a battle?
You have no idea.
I have no idea. Okay, cool. That's usually how things go. I'm going to do nothing, as that's the smartest thing to do on the plane of ranching.
You seem strangely calm. given what you are about to face. I am a genie, a djinn of the Sand Order. I am a guardian because I chose to be. I have the power to rain down storms of sand that can bleach bones dry in seconds. Armies fear me. And yet what you go to face is easily just as dangerous, just as destructive, and many times more, because of its connection to powers deeper than what I have access to. Do not make the mistake of thinking that I would fear such a being. This ranching djinn would be defeated and destroyed by my endless armies, even on his home plane. But I am not here to fight a war for you. Yet you seem strangely calm. I've got to say I agree with him, Weatherman. I can't say I'm as calm as you, man. I'm getting a little nervous. For one thing, it's been so long. We've come so far. I don't want to lose now. I don't know. I mean, I'm a roach. But I'm a Gorlak roach. Cosmic being. I've lived a long time. Not as long as some of my brethren, but a long time. I don't know. Feels like there's a finality to it that goes beyond the end of our journey. You know what I mean? I agree. St. Johnsworth. You seem to be a little bit more rational, a little more reasonable than your friend. Fear should be the proper response to the current situation, Weatherman.
Fear will, make me doubt myself. I don't think my decision making will be quite the same if I'm too afraid to make the right decision. So, it is what it is. We're here. Let's hope we succeed. If I die, had a good life-ish.
Wait. What is that? And you feel rumbling on the ground. You see like what appears to be a green energy moving at incredible speeds from the distance. And dust caught up with the green energy as it approaches you.
Is this like a speedster?
No, I mean it's huge. It's
okay.
As far as the eye can see. Just an endless line of a strange green energy that's kicking up dust as it approaches you. It's behind the castle now, but it will cover. If it continues, it will cover everything.
Will meta awareness apply in the situation?
Yes, it will. Roll your wisdom, sir.
Oh, here just a second. Gotta get my dice. The feel of real dice in my hands.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it.
Yeah, especially after being not able to use dice for like a week. Whatever. Too long. I made it. 12 out of 17.
This is a planequake. It's the result of a planar realignment, a major one. Something has happened on the ranching plane which has changed everything. And that energy, that realignment as the plane comes under new management, as it were, is coming your direction.
Okay. Now, at level 15-ish, it's either level 15 or level 20, you get tectonic manipulation. But I have natural disaster manipulation and esoteric weather manipulation. Can I use these together?
You sure can. Roll your wisdom, your intelligence, and then tell me how much mana you drop, or ranching power, or both.
Okay. Made my intelligence. Failed my wisdom. I'm gonna story point that. All right, made my wisdom. And then I'll use 100 value power.
Okay. The energy flows around you, it hits you, but with your manipulation you're able to create a bubble around you, and the phenomenon passes with no effect to you and your friends. Little seems changed. Everything looks the same. Weatherman, do your esoteric senses allow you to know exactly what has happened? I have to say, my own cosmic senses are having trouble focusing on any one thing. Whatever's happened is beyond the cosmic. I know you have abilities that extend thusly. Can you tell exactly where we're at or what's going on? I see no significant change to the landscape. Usually a planar convergence of that kind, a planequake, accompanies a vast change in, let's say, scenery. But I currently have no sense that anything major has changed. He's right, Weatherman! Things like that usually, everything kind of changes, like you find yourself in a different place all at once. It happens sometimes when planes become convergent. For instance, if one plane changes its alignment to match another, there'll be a place where they cross over, and it will look like both places at the same time, or it'll look like a plane, a prime material plane has fallen into hell. You can tell when things have changed like that.
Honestly, to be completely honest, I know what it is. I don't know what changed.
I mean, you could though, sir, with awareness.
Okay, I mean, I'll use my I'll use meta awareness again.
No, don't you have awareness? The spell awareness that gives you more.
I have straight awareness.
Yeah. What level do you have?
I have level 5 awareness.
Do you want to drop the mana to do it? You don't have to if you don't think it's important to know.
I mean, I think it's worth knowing. I'll drop it. It's 25.
Okay, so Ricky Spanish has been killed.
Oh, jeez.
He has not been killed. He's been trapped into a rose card.
Yeah.
He's sealed in a rose card, and new beings have taken over the ranching plane as oligarchs. They rule as oligarchs. There's the archivist. There's Patar. There's Preston Rose and Subtitle. And they each rule a different part. But this part fell to Preston Rose, which means and Preston Rose, his personality and his goals are very similar to Ricky Spanish. And additionally, his Rose Corp immediately acquired Spanish Incorporated. So this place is still under the control of Spanish Incorporated, and so nothing functionally has changed. The reconvergence was dangerous, especially to beings that aren't of this plane. So you and the Jinn were in danger, and all of you were, because St. John's Wort's from the part of Pandemonium that's fallen into Arborea. But besides that, nothing else has changed. So you wound up in a place that was not a significant transformation, but still mattered in some way.
So I do have a question, I guess, out of game. Since I haven't been here in like 3 weeks, there was a reconvergence?
No, there wasn't a reconvergence. It was just Ricky Spanish was just taken out.
And that was because of that epic level game that happened last week?
Yes, because of the Suicide Squad game. That's right.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's out of game knowledge that I've now updated on. It's cool. I read through some, but I didn't quite get through. I guess all of it. I didn't read that one.
I understand.
Okay. I'll explain. I guess I info dump that to Samjin, so he's knowledgeable.
The great El Espanol, a man of power, a man who knew how to rule. For some, he will be missed.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure
that guy was a jerk. Everybody knew he was a jerk.
His place back in this world.
Yeah, forget that guy. Nah. Everybody knows that he was a jerk. Ricky Spanish. Nah. I'm good riddance to bad rubbish as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, I mean, I feel not one way nor another, but still.
Doesn't look like anything.
He'll find his way back into a powerful position again.
Either way, it doesn't look like anything changed for us, man. Let's
not our worries. We don't have to worry about this.
Yeah, not my circus, all that good stuff. Let's head on, man. It's time to hit up the castle. Sir, you approach the castle. Is there anything you want to do as you approach this castle?
I guess I'll probably, approaching the castle as in, I'm still a little bit of ways, or detect trap, should be dropped at this moment.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Can St. John's Wort detect trap? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. It's not perfect, but, I got some skills finding out if we're in danger. Gorlock roaches are connected to the great web of the cosmos deal we have with the spiders. I remember when Loth and Queen Chaos, they weren't as easy to deal with as Ariadne and Sir Titan of Uranus. Now, let's move on, man. I don't detect any more danger. And as you approach, a hologram-like structure, a giant face, angular, looks somewhat similar to the sand djinn that's with you, but more angular, rises out of the ground. Well, Weatherman, you have made my job easy upon me. It's going to be so much fun tearing you apart. And what have you brought? A brethren of my kind. An image. Couldn't take me on yourself, so you had to get a little bit of help, huh? You think that the ring is something I fear? Or you have no fear of anything? You aren't even worth my time. My pet is enough to deal with you. And from behind the castle, a dragon rises. Porphyrion, take care of him. Bring me his heart. I wish to feast upon it.
This isn't one of those holograms you can talk to, right? This is just a recording. I feel like I'd look like an idiot if I just started talking.
I think you've already kind of, by talking about it, haven't you kind of, we're already there, right? Asking the question.
I guess you could probably hear me anyway.
I don't think, yeah, I'm sure he can hear you whatever you say.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, I got you, but if you're going to say, when you say it out loud, once you've said out loud that it's going to make you look ridiculous, it's kind of already there, right?
Well, for sure. I guess that we've already crossed that bridge.
Yeah, we're there. It's just, we're already dealing with it.
On a side note, St. John's, have we fought a dragon yet?
I think so. Didn't we have one attack? No. We got away from it. The djinn wished us away, remember? When we were on this is the same one, it looks like. Porphyrion.
I get to...
It's nice to know his name.
On the bucket list,
it's nice to know his name now, Porphyrion. Okay, I got it. It's like, if he's going to kill me, I'd like to know the name of the thing that's going to kill me. Dragon.
Agreed. Also, dragons usually have really cool names, and so...
Yeah, we're there, man. We're there. Roll for initiative against the dragon.
Sweet. That fat 3.
Mm-hmm. St. John's Wort won. The dragon rolled a 19 on its initiative, but St. John's Wort rolled a 20. So
wow. St. John's Wort coming in strong all the time, winning my initiative rolls.
Always, man, always.
Appreciate it.
Okay, sir. Roll your... so what do you want to do first as this dragon flies down upon you in a way that looks like it is going to do some damage? It's moving in fast and heavy, sir.
Is it I guess the first question is what kind of dragon is it? Does St.
So
Johnsworth have
you
dragon
know,
and collar?
you know, sir. You were a ranching mage before you were a value mage. This is it's a ranching dragon, sir.
Ooh, the worst kind of dragon.
Yeah.
How did I get away with it? I get away from it last time. I wished it away,
You
right?
wished it away with the gin.
Now, I guess I think we had this conversation last weekend with the kids, but a no gatch the wish means I don't have to worry about anything, right?
Sure, that's right.
Because at level 15, I just got no gatch the wish.
Then you don't have to worry about the normal gatches that go with witches. Yeah.
Now it can just count or not count, count
Yeah.
it, right?
Yep. With enough ranching power, it can.
For sure. Enough ranching power probably being between 100 and 500.
That would be that. Yes. That's absolutely within that range. Yes.
For sure, for sure. So just by dropping this, I'm going to reduce its ranching power, but I might be able to think of a more effective way of reducing its ranching power.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it just use ranching power out of it last time? Did I ranching battle it last time and just make it?
You don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
That is a question you have not asked until now. That is a question I expected to be asked a long time ago. That you do not know the answer to.
So this right here is to waste my value power that I've acquired and to make it easier for the ranching djinn to defeat me.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a second. I'm thinking. I gotta go through my spells really quick. See if I can find a more effective way to reduce its power.
Sure. Yet, it's a difficult situation, sir.
Okay.
Was always going to be so.
Yeah. So, I think the first thing I want to do is I took a new spell. I don't know if it's called Under the Weather. Mm-hmm. So when you get sick or whatever, you're under the weather. But
I wonder how you came up with that skill recently.
I know. I also have a golden storm cloud above my head.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use Under the Weather with the golden storm cloud.
Okay.
I want to create a value barrier around me to protect myself from the ranching dragon.
Okay. The cone appears around you, a golden light reaching down from the golden cloud.
I guess when it comes to value power, I'll use I'll just 100 value power.
Okay.
Good way to start.
The energy field appears. I'm gonna give you a little hand with that, brother. And St. Johnsworth, the golden roach, releases his energy as well. He's also a being of value, as you well know. The dragon, seeing flaps its wings in front of you, and takes a more defensive stance when it sees the energy field up. The dragon releases a breath weapon. Countless ranching crabs fly out from its mouth. How dare you? What do you think you are? You come around here, you mess with people. You know you deserve this, don't you? Why don't you just give up? You should feel bad about yourself. You kept the gin in a... What kind of person are you? And just thousands of them making insults just flow all around you like an ocean of these crabs. Each one of them with its own ranching aura.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what are you doing hanging out with roaches? I mean, a roach is the lowest form of being there is. I mean, I eat roaches. And now you're hanging out with them like they're friends? What does that say about you? What kind of a person? I should feel bad about yourself.
These guys are jerks.
There's a ton of them, and it's like a wave of vicious mockery. It's like vicious mockery being shot from all sides. You need to roll a wisdom at half to keep your mind straight and to keep from them being able to take down this field you put up.
Sure. I'm gonna use incredible luck first.
Okay.
I failed that, and then I can use value aura too, right?
You sure can, sir.
Do you roll it or do I roll it?
You roll it.
Okay, I rolled a 58. I have 65%.
Okay. So you beat me on my ranching aura, but I also rolled my incredible hex. So between those two things together, sir, I countered your aura.
Yeah. Okay, then I guess I'll roll the wisdom.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, sir, your field holds up against the massive ranching power of the crabs. You should bow before your master. He said, Weatherman, you should bow before your master.
in ranching.
Not today, Satan. That felt good. That came from the heart, right there.
I agree.
Not today.
This guy, he's making fun of us for me using a djinn to help us out and a ring when he's sending brothers and dragons at us. It's just like, this is like...
Yeah! What kind of person does he think he is?
I know. Well, of course he's a ranching being and he would say all this.
I mean, yeah, but still.
It's the principle.
It's also the pretense. It's the principle.
It says something about him.
I think I agree 100%. Okay, sir, what do you want to do? I like the value aspect of making levity. It's very, very value. It's very much the being that you are now.
Yeah. Just embrace it at this point. I mean, honestly, Weatherman's been living on like, what, like...
on a prayer.
Yeah, I know. At this point, he shouldn't be alive. So it's just like,
that
is a blessing.
That is correct.
Okay. So, since, Mr. Espanol isn't around anymore, and Preston Rose, is he a ranching being? Or is he just a businessman?
He's a person, but he is a ranching lord. He's a human being that has so much clout that he's made himself a lord of the ranching plane.
Okay. Because I think it's time to, Hail Mary this. I recently took the spell Supercell, and I have esoteric weather manipulation. I'm going to create a massive, just, value storm all around me. All around this whole castle, this whole area. I'm going to send in a huge storm. I've never done this. It's time to do it. I don't care how it affects the ranching plane. I'll deal with the consequences later.
Okay.
I'm going to put in 500 value power.
Okay.
Do a supercell using esoteric weather manipulation to create a value storm.
Roll your wisdom, sir.
Okay. You know what? I reroll crit fail. Okay. And I crit my wisdom, 17 out of 17. Man,
fantastic. Okay. A golden fissure opens up in the sky to the value plane, which sits over the ranching plane, as you know, and golden clouds creep in and descend down as golden lightning and golden coins start descending from the sky. The dragon screeches and screams as the storm begins. Rain is added, and the tower itself is bombarded by just the very concept of success and winning and all that makes life worth living. As if virtue and success itself could take physical form and just become a force that batters the embodiment of failure that is the ranching plane, and particularly this castle, this djinn, this dragon. The power that's released is absolutely fantastic, and the dragon disappears into the storm. Good job, Weatherman! We got him on the Whoops!
I know. I honestly, I was whatever. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna walk in here like a boss now.
Okay, you're just gonna start walking forward into the storm.
Yeah.
As the is there anything you want to do as you continue along?
Yes, I want to.
You're playing great, sir. These are great moves.
I mean, I don't know what my consequences are later but I gotta beat this guy, and my character's always been this way. Leave the consequences for later.
Mm-hmm.
I
know.
Exactly. I guess.
I'm aware, sir. I've been playing this game with you for 3 months.
Yeah.
For 3 months. 5 months. We started this game in January.
In January, right?
We've been doing about 2 games. Yeah, about 2-3 games a month. I think it's my 13th or 14th. It's pretty standard for a one-on-one campaign.
For sure. I mean, I'm level 15. It's been a pretty long one.
Yeah, it's been standard. Not really. It's not really. That's not really long or short. That's right in the middle. Average.
Yeah, exactly. It's the right amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything we do as you continue along, sir?
I will. I'm assuming I'm walking through my storm, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm immune to it. I want to use meta awareness. Or actually, no. I'm just going to use awareness. Awareness 5. I want to see what's ahead.
Okay. Roll your. Roll and see.
I'll drop the 25 mana.
You're having trouble. You're traveling. You're having trouble as you travel along. I want to address something. One of our viewers is like, consequence for your suckers. This entire game has been the consequence of him having that attitude. He's spent the last 10 levels dealing with the consequence of letting this djinn out. The entire campaign was thrown away in exchange for him to just deal with the consequence of a single decision. That's what the whole campaign became. It was pretty wild. I think the
funniest part too is like at one moment
his attitude is consequences over suckers, but the reality is consequences is all he's had. You don't screw the consequences. The consequences screw you.
It's very true. I mean, I remember the time I was sitting in a crummy hotel room with the police after me.
Yes. Okay,
so me now, man.
I know. You're walking through this storm that you created of gold and rain and golden lightning and everything else meant to disrupt the ranching plain. But in the middle of it, you see just a massive black cloud release from the castle, and the rain's just pushed away as oodles of ranching power is just released, raw meta power to reshape reality.
I have a question. As this happens, I guess maybe I have to do something to counter this huge cloud, but can I allow my golden cloud above my head to merge with the huge supercell above me?
Yeah, you can do that. Roll against me on the 100-sided.
Okay. Roll the 32.
Okay, that does not do it.
All right, I'll drop a merit point.
Okay.
Ah, crud. I forgot. Merit points are weird on the ranching plane, right?
Yes, they are. But you already did it. The power enters in, and you start to gain control of the storm again, the value storm that you created in the first place.
Risky, but whatever.
So you're trying to reassert control over what's going on.
Yeah.
As this happens, the dragon does physical attacks on you. It comes out of the storm and does its full range of physical attacks upon you. Like, comes out of the darkness and attacks you. It's in pain, but it's by no means stopped. Claw, wingtip, tail whip, and bite. Just tears into you.
I have a contingent ice shield that pops.
Fighting a dragon. Okay, so the dragon came out and does its full rounds of physical attacks, including one of its wingtips being a crit, sir. So with that in view, what do you want to do? What's your response?
A contingent ice shield.
Okay, the contingent ice shield goes up. The contingent ice shield withstands the first attack, but the crit still makes it through and affects you.
All right, I have a contingent cancel ranching.
Okay. 100 ranching power drops.
I have another cancel ranching.
Okay.
Contingent.
The dragon backs off when the second spell drops. It's fluttering ahead of you as the storm batters it. You can see looks like acid hitting its skin from the type of rain that's coming down. The value power. It looks at you. You will not prevail. The dragon. Go on.
Well, I was gonna say, as I continue walking forward, I put my hand back as like a stop, and I go, "I have a bunch more of those." And then I whisper to the Gorlak Roach, "I don't have any more, actually."
I know. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I think we're into trouble.
Yeah, man. Don't let him know. But I'm running out of contingencies.
Yeah, man. We're coming up to the end of it. You are more powerful than I was led to believe. You have won the day, Weatherman. Had I not been willing to die rather than lose to my worst enemy. And so, as you know, there's a skill in the game called I'd rather die than lose my worst enemy. And there is also the ranching mages get a spell called I am become death, the destroyer of world. Oh my gosh!
Oh man, he's gonna use that.
So, the dragon opens its wings, and black lightning comes down and strikes the creature, and it explodes and you hear the wind whisper as it blows up, Ricky's Spanish, and the just pure force releases. The only thing spared is the castle. This is an act, you know the power of sacrifice, sir. The creature also drops all of its ranching power all at once. And the djinn adds to it. You can just feel the pure concentrated ranching released. The very manifestation of everything that makes life hard and difficult and holds people back, coupled with a creature's sacrifice. Not a sacrifice born of love or loyalty, but a simple unwillingness to lose in the face of its worst enemy. As this force comes to you, sir, knowing the situation in which you find yourself, what do you do?
So that's a 20th level ability.
Yep.
I don't have much to counter that, but I have one idea, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Other than just dropping straight Merrick power.
Even if you did, you wouldn't have enough, sir, and not without summoning a dragon. And if you summon a dragon in the ranching plane, if you invoke Dragon Plague in the ranching plane, think about what you're facing now. It's going to be worse.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you, sir. This dragon I did not plan as a DM to have this dragon die here. This dragon is a pretty significant part. It's come up in games all the time, and you have played so well beyond anything I expected, and rolled so well that you forced a very extreme reaction. In terms of doing what you could do, you could not do much better. It was well played. And even if your last act was to take this dragon away from the djinn, and that's what you did, this dragon is of inestimable value to this being.
So hopefully
that's a pretty big W in my book.
Yeah, no, I see that, and I'm already just like Weatherman even in this moment has a massive smile on his face because he forced this to happen. Okay, so he sacrificed himself, meaning he died, right?
Yes.
If I cast Resurrection on him, can I undo it?
No, you cannot. You cannot resurrect a being that willingly dies.
Okay, so you can't resurrect something that willingly sacrifices itself?
Nope. In St. John's Wort it says, "I told you not today, Satan." In St. John's Wort, who has the skills Take Me Instead and Cancel a Ranching, glows with golden light and raises up with his wings out and shatters into a million pieces. And as the black energy comes to you, the gold energy spreads out from St. John's Wort, covers the entire area, and shatters the castle and everything in it. There's no time left at that time.
No, I get it. I mean...
St. John's Wort, the Golden Roach. Hey, man. Weatherman. I couldn't let it in like that, man. You did good, man. You did good. See you on the other side.
A tear falls out of Weatherman's eyes, but...
The djinn comes up next to you. He loved you. His sacrifice was out of love. The dragon's was out of rage. Nothing can undo those kinds of sacrifices, that kind of power, except the kind of power that I have. I could bring him back for you. I could grant a wish. In exchange, I would need 200 years of service. Would you sacrifice your freedom for your friend, Weatherman? Would you top off this victory with your own servitude to save your friend?
Okay, out of game. I feel like of all people, St. John's Wort would be like, don't sacrifice 200 years of your life for this.
Okay, that's fair, but St. John's Wort isn't here, sir. And St. John's Wort and you did this entire game together. I'm not telling you what to do. This game can end with your character becoming an NPC and serving the djinn, and as you know, the game 6 months later, you could play Weatherman again, or you could move on. You can take it either way, sir. It is not for me to analyze this situation morally. It is for you to make a decision about what you are going to do.
Yes, I'll serve him for 200 years.
Indeed, you would. And you see the sand djinn's sand fall away, and that same angular face, like black obsidian, stands before you. And it shakes away the sand, and the ranching djinn stands before you. Oh, Saint Weatherman, it has been too long since we spoke face to face, my friend. Did it not occur to you that I might get ahead, get to the djinn, make a deal to trade places with him? It has been so much fun watching you jump foot to foot, playing you like a cat on the string the entire time. Did it never even occur to you to turn your awareness to the djinn himself? There were times, moments you almost came to it, realizing I was holding you back as much as helping you. I found the Ring of Solomon several hours before you. I convinced the Sanjin to let me subsume his duty to guard the ring. When you almost attacked, I thought, this is it. My chance for bloody revenge. And then that convincing speech, and I saw a different opportunity to play with my food before I ate it. How about that? Out of game. Did you see that coming?
No, because I thought that everything was cleared. It was 100%.
Based on what?
We had decided. We had double checked, like triple checked this stuff a long time ago. Like
Triple
when
checked
I met
what?
him.
Not the Jin. Not that the Jin was telling the truth. That he was telling the truth. That he wasn't going to betray you, and he never did.
I could have killed him in that moment. That means I could have killed the ranching Jin in that moment.
He never did betray you. At what point did he betray you?
Did.
No, he didn't. Watch. But an opportunity presented itself. I saw humanity in you, Weatherman. You had a chance to trap the Sanjin again, didn't you? There, in the temple, in the plane of value. And you didn't. Why didn't you trap me? You could have controlled the Sanjin, forced wishes out of me, but you did not. Why?
Because I'm not going to live the life that my father and grandfather did. I'm not going to repeat the cycle.
And then now, 200 years of service. By the way, did you not catch the number? 200 years?
I get it. I didn't catch it in the moment, but now that you say it, I completely understand it. I completely understand the significance of 200.
And so you were willing to give yourself to me for 200 years to save your friend.
So first, out of game, and is he about to play the ranching Jin now?
Well, listen. Let me finish.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. I've already said what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, I will serve you for 200 years if you save St. John's Wood.
As much as it pains me, I cannot grant your request. Because I cannot take 200 years of your life for 200 years of my own. I spent a long time all but alone. And as much as I wanted to destroy you, Weatherman, your nobility that exists within you, small as it is, demands that I let you go free. We're square, you and I. You lost St. John's Worth. I lost the dragon. I lost 200 years to your family, but you were willing to give me those 200 years back. It's good enough for me. I can tell you, it was fun. He snaps his fingers and the castle reforms. Sometimes sacrifices, for good or for ill, must be left as they are. Have a good life, my old landlord. And he takes off and enters the castle.
Man, Jin are they keep their word.
I did keep my word. They do not break their word. I never betrayed you.
From that point on, I did not betray you. I mean, you have to. I mean, I hope.
That's what he was going to attack you and fight you there. That's what he said. He was going to attack you and fight you there in the cave, but he did not.
I apologize for my reaction. It's just I've been betrayed a lot recently.
I mean, the whole point. That was kind of the point, right?
Yeah, no, I get you.
St. John's Worth body sits in front of you, though, broken like a scarab beetle that's been cracked, and that's sad. He was your friend, and he loved you. It's hard to lose.
I have a question. So, can only players go to the Hall of Heroes?
No, there are plenty of NPCs in the Hall of Heroes.
Can I? Is there anything I can do to make sure St. Johnsworth goes there?
He already is, sir.
Okay. Well, so I'm alone now.
Yep, you're alone.
I shed a tear for St. Johnsworth, but he would not want me to just sit here and bawl about it.
Nope.
He'd want me to move on. I call upon Zephyr.
Okay. You are whisked by the southern wind as promised to his castle on Faerun. Weatherman! It's good to have you back, man. Where's St. Johnsworth?
It's a bit of a sore topic, but unfortunately, he didn't make it in our journey.
Well, happens that way sometimes.
It does. But I guess in his defense, or in mine, we took away a pretty powerful dragon. So, you know. What do they say? Little column A, little column B?
I guess so. Well, ready for your internship, Weatherman?
I am.
We got work to do. Faerun's a bit of a mess, and I'm going to help set it right. Okay, sir. Give yourself 2 levels here at the end, sir. And that concludes the Weatherman saga.